Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
First off, Bo Naylor had been 0-14. I don't know that he's gotten a hit here tonight. Peter, I don't know if you have it on your end to look it up because my MLB app is not opening as well right now to see kind of the box score. But Bo Naylor 0-14. I know none of us are concerned because, again,
He's got another run though.
So
0 for 1 with the
Yeah,
run.
so
So
does he have a walk?
Probably a walk.
Probably a walk. So getting on base, finding a way. Is he trying to do too much because everybody had been saying his name and he'd been hitting
You
pretty
listen to
well?
Andre Knott, the Nailers got 1,000,007 things going on in their family right now. So that the things that people don't, I think fans don't realize is their outside lives have affect their game life insanely amounts.
Mm-hmm.
But just be patient with the kid. Let him play. Let him go.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is what everybody clamors for. You're going to have to go through some of the growing pains that is.
Catcher's the hardest position to come up with, besides pitcher.
Because you're involved in every pitch on the other side, and then you got to come out. Yes, you're only one spot of a 9-person order, but you got to come out and then try to produce. So he's trying to produce defensively and or offensively because we were getting none of that from what we had. Give him some time. Again, it's a big jump from AAA to the major leagues. We talked about Gavin Williams. He started in AA. I don't think that people realize that. He started with the Akron Rubber Ducks this year.
He's only 2 years removed. This is
his second year. He played.
Yeah, he's only got 2 years in the pros, and then 3 years ago he was in college.
He has rose through the minor leagues. A year and a half in, he is making his major league debut. Have injuries aided in that quick uprise? Sure. But the talent is there. The speed on his fastball is there, 100 mile an hour. If he can control that and have his off-speed pitches painting the corners, boy, that's why he was almost unhittable in the minor leagues. But again, it is much different. Even if you're facing the worst team in the league, the amount of information that you're getting in the majors on a guy that you have never seen before versus what you're getting in the minor leagues when you're constantly moving and different guys are moving through the systems, it's a totally different ballgame. Am I making excuses for him? No. He'll probably tell you after the game he doesn't like what happened in that third inning. If he's able to kind of manage the game the rest of the way, as long as he's allowed to pitch in this one, and they're going to manage his pitch count as well, he'll tell you after the game he didn't like that third inning. Bybee, Logan Allen, they're the first one. Even if they had a pretty good game, that one inning where they kind of struggled, that's what they focus on because that's the mentality, that's the philosophy of pitchers in this organization. Speaking of pitchers, before we do hit break, the Triston McKenzie injury. Has it changed your stance today on whether or not the Guardians should trade Shane Bieber? Take out the record, and they are in contention, and you need an ace of the staff. Has that Triston McKenzie injury where he can't just filter into that role, has that changed your mentality on a trade for Shane Bieber, knowing that we won't be able to keep him when his contract is up?
It would have to be the perfect trade for me to do it now. We would have to get a starting pitcher back, not obviously of Shane Bieber's caliber up. And like I said, I need a power hitting outfielder, and I don't know I don't know all the other team's prospects at all. So I'm not going to sit there and say I want this guy or that guy from this team. Is there a team out there that they're out like how we are with the infield where we're loaded and we have these prospects, we can't even get them up and get them at bats because we have such good infielders? Is there a team out there that their starting outfield is loaded, but they need a starting pitcher and they got a guy that's down there? Sure, let's get him. Because like I said, we need some a consistent power hitting outfielder with a nice average. Like you need an all-star bat in that outfield finally again. You need a Grady Sizemore, something.
Yeah.
Like I love Miles Straw and his defense is phenomenal. I wouldn't mind having him still on the team when you need just elite defense out there late in the game or something, or a rotational guy. but his inconsistent bat is not doing it for me. Will Brendan's inconsistent bat's not doing it for me.
Although he's hit well over the last 18 games, just like Jimenez, and they're kind of back-to-back in that lineup. So, they've definitely picked it up and been who they thought, have started to turn into or started to look like the people, the
Maybe we'd
organization
be a little
thought that they're
patient with
supposed
him.
to be.
But I don't think Miles Straw is going to be anything more. And I don't want to say, I don't know if I necessarily want to. I just need a power bat, dude.
He got paid.
Yeah.
He got the contract and not hitting. Just coincidence? Or I think the dude just needs a mental reset. If the Astros are willing to let him go, like a team like that's championship contender every year, you look back in hindsight, is that a red flag? Peter, Shane Bieber, are you leaning towards trading him or not? And guys, I really hate having this conversation because we just know the reality of the business of baseball, and if you want to maximize a player like that, that contract talks are really going nowhere at this point.
Yeah, with the injury to McKenzie,
it makes it a lot harder.
it makes
I
it a
want
lot
Shane
harder
here,
because
to be fair,
because I feel like if we were to trade Bieber, if we keep him, to me that means we're trying to win everything this year.
Mm-hmm.
If we trade him, to me, that even if we get a power bat that we can lock up for a couple years, to me that's forget this season. We're looking ahead to next year.
Sends a bad message to your clubhouse.
yeah,
That's for damn sure. So I probably would lean towards keeping him myself. I'm all about trading out these prospects we have. I have enough pitching. I need.
Though it always does
starter.
kill me when you have Urshela, these great prospects in the infield that came up, and they did well, but we just didn't have room for these guys, and now they're on the
Nolan
Yankees.
Jones is hitting the hell out of the ball. By the way, that kills me.
Yeah, it kills me when we see these guys that
Double A could
they
have
were
told
here
you.
and we couldn't keep them.
Double A could have told you. Anthony Alford could have told you. Nolan Jones was going to be a player. But, hey, you know what? Ooh, guy on third, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth,
Yeah.
down 4-3. Naylor at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Josh Naylor's 2 for 2. So,
Dude, I swear, ever since I complained about Josh Naylor, he has been on a tear. So I hope Miles Straw goes on a tear now.
Let's see.
yeah,
We'll find out.
hey, VTL having the opposite effect on the
See,
yard. Tear them down.
That's why I'm always
That's their
positive,
mental
Jay.
reset right
That's
there.
why I'm always positive. Because when I'm negative, it makes for positive for the other people.